Alright guys, so I welcome you to another interesting class in our Adobe Photoshop beginner to advanced class, and this is going to be the part 2 of our text tools in Adobe Photoshop. So, and I believe you learn one or two things in our part 1 of text tools in Adobe Photoshop. So without wasting any further time, so let's get to this practical class started. So I'm going to hide this layer now and try to show you some other example on how you can use your text tools. So other way by which you can use text tools. So let's go straight to our tools bar and select our same horizontal type tools. Now, in this regard, I'm trying to make use of some try to copy text from MS Word or from any text panel to Photoshop. So before we do that, I will drag and draw actual text frame that I will need to. So let's say, for instance, I want this text frame to contain actual text of what exactly I need. Now, what I'm going to do next is that I will go to my home tab here. Then I will try to change the font type to, let me choose Roboto now. Then I will come to the font size here. I will try to change it to, let me try 30 now. So now I have done the formatting of my text. So the next thing I'm going to do is to bring out my text from MS Word. Now, so I will make a copy of this text here. So I'll press Shift key and my downward arrow key, and I'll press Ctrl C to make a copy. So I will go back to my Photoshop now. So I will just type some stuff. Okay, so I'll press Ctrl A to highlight, then Ctrl V to make a paste. All right, so now how do we format this particular text right here? So you notice that there are a lot of gap in our text. So how do we format something like this? So now what we are going to do is that we're going to press Ctrl A to select everything. So when I press Ctrl A, I'll press Alt key on my keyboard and my backward arrow key. So I need to work first on the gap between the text. Now you can see that by the time I try to press Alt key and my backward arrow key, the text begin to close from the gap between each other. So what I'm going to do next is that I can try to expand the text frame to contain the text, to contain more text. So I have to come to so I can drag like this. So we can drag the text frame to expand it more and so that it accommodates more text. So now one other thing we can do here is that in this regard we need to format this text to make it very more neat, so that every area here that has a lot of gap, and you see this place also has some gap. So how do we fill it so that the old text can fit in our text frame? So before we do that, we need to press Ctrl A to highlight everything. So having aligned everything, so the next thing we have to do is to press Ctrl T on our keyboard. So when you press Ctrl T, it's going to bring out text character panel. Now you can see our text character panel here. When you press Ctrl T, it's going to bring out your text character panel. So I need one more thing. So I need to go back to my home tab here, and I'll click on my type tool. So I'll come to the panel, then I'll select paragraph panel. Now, here is our paragraph panel. Then here is our character panel. So these two panel has a different function. Now let's start to work with our paragraph panel. Let's say, for instance, we want to take this text from the text in our text frame right here. We want to give it this kind of a paragraph alignment center. So all you have to do is to select this particular one here. So when you select it, it's going to update from the text. So let's see. Now, after we select this, if you look at the paragraph panel here, you notice that we have gap here, and then we have gap here, we have gap here also, and we have gap here. So now, let's try and see the third option of the alignment text here. So if I select this, so now this is, so having select the right alignment panel, when you look at the text frame here, so you notice that here we have text, we have gap here also, and we have gap here also. Now, so let's move back to another set of alignment in Photoshop. So if I select this, so now if you look at our text panel here, you can see there is a bit different from this uh, format. So let's say, for instance, I choose the last one option here, which is full justify. So this simply means that I want the old text to fill the entire text frame. So I choose the last one. So now with that, we can come to the home tab here, I mean to the tools bar here, and select our big tools. So now we can see that our text has been fully justified to be in full to fill the text frame. So this is depends on the kind of size of the text frame you try to create, and how best you want your text to look like. Most especially, we make use of this type of text paragraph in magazine layout design, and publish textbooks, and some other published graphic design. So this is when you make use of paragraph alignment, justify, full justify, all this and that. So now we can go back to text tools now and select the text, Ctrl A. So we can as well reduce the font size and play around with the font type. So we can come to the home tab here and try to change the font size from 30 to another size. Let's see. no, this is becoming so much nag. Let's try and see 12. So you can see the results now. So let me just okay, let me click on OK. So this is how you play around with paragraph panel in Adobe Photoshop, and how you try to use paragraph panel to format your text, how you copy text from MS Word to your Adobe Photoshop, and how you can change font style, change font size, and do some stuff editing in your text in Adobe Photoshop. So in this next class, I'm going to continue with our text tools step by step in Adobe Photoshop. So I hope you guys learn one or two things in today's class, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.